everything changes. Hey, good evening everybody. Welcome into the channel, and I want to talk about some of the best selling items on eBay for August 2020 and going through the rest of the year into the rest of third and into fourth quarter for the Christmas holiday season, which should be really good for online sales because way less people are going to go out to Black Friday or go out to the stores to shop in wake of the ongoing health crisis. You guys know all about it. We don't got to talk about it, but I guarantee it affects retail and brick and mortar sales for this Christmas holiday. In fact, a lot of stores already said they're not opening on Thanksgiving like they've been doing the last couple of years. I don't even know what's going to happen with actual Friday, Black Friday, but we'll have to see. Anyways, with online sales going to be the biggest ever as far as I can tell, it would be good for you to know what items are selling the best right now, August into September. And of course, then it's just October, November, December. We have just 90 days beyond that for fourth quarter. Let's go over to eBay's best research tool. It's called the sourcing guidance tool. If you've never seen it or never heard of it, then you absolutely need to get familiar with it and use it. And I'm going to show you exactly how right now on my computer. We're going to jump over there and check it out. And I'll show you step by step how to come up with the best brands, the best items through all categories, how to tell how much they're selling for on average, how to tell how quickly they'll sell, how to tell which months they are the best sellers in, and how to tell what order they rank in top to bottom brands. Without further ado, let's go check it out. Okay, so here I am on my eBay account, and if you just come up to the top and click research, you can either highlight it and scroll down and select it, or it's also over on the left. It says sourcing guidance. And so once we open up sourcing guidance, which I have opened in a new tab, it's going to bring up this category and browse feature. So you can just scroll down here. I think to the right, it allows you to look at other sites. I'm just working on US right now. So any of you outside of the country, it does have an option for UK, Germany, and Australia. I don't know about other countries, but there it is. Okay, so we'll come down here and you can choose your category. It has antiques, art, baby, books, business, cameras, cell phones, of course, clothing, shoes, and accessories, all the way down to toys and hobby, travel, video games, all of those. So I've selected a couple of these, which will be popular with at least my viewers. Whatever category you are in, you can literally just select it, like home and garden, and then it will give you everything like bath, bedding, food and beverage, furniture, home decor. You can choose any category that you want. So I started with body lotions and moisturizer. I want to show you a little bit of this and how it works if you've never seen the sourcing guidance, and also some of the most popular items that are selling in August 2020. So under body lotions and moisturizers, as we scroll down, we see that we have a brand new and a used option. Make sure you are choosing the correct one if you're sourcing used or new, because sometimes items will sell brand new, but they won't sell used, and vice versa. Underneath of that, we have seasonality. So this is going to tell you what times of the year these particular items sell the best. And without any surprise, Bath and Body Works, body lotions, moisturizers, they sell best starting in December. Look, November at the worst, between October and November, which is actually surprising. I thought it wouldn't be there. They spike in December. Why? Because everyone gives this stuff as a gift. Everyone buys it during the Christmas season. Currently, we're in August of 2020, kind of right in the middle. During the summer, it does okay. This also does really well in the springtime, March and April. Not sure why in the springtime. Maybe one of you can comment below why it would do better in the springtime, but obviously number one here in the Christmas season. And this is for any item you look up. You're going to expect to see winter coats selling best in November and December and January because it's winter. So it probably won't be a surprise no matter what category you look at, but it'll give you the best times of months. Now, over on the right is a price breakdown. So 69% of all body lotions and moisture sell for less than $20 in the previous 12 months. That shouldn't come as a surprise either. 70% of all of body lotions and moisturizers are pretty cheap. $8, $10, $15, $20. So that gives you a good idea that you can expect to have a sell price, average sell price, under $20. The rest of them, 31%, which caps it out at $100, is $20 to $100. You're not going to find any body lotions and moisturizers over $100 unless it's super uber rare, or unless it's in a big lot or something like that. So there you go for price breakdown. Now, when we scroll down below that, we're going to see a top opportunities in body lotions and moisturizers. The higher the score, the more demand there is for an item from 0 to 100. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with the price. This is simply the sell-through rate as far as supply and demand. This is an actual percentage. It's not 54% sell-through rate like I taught you in the other videos or like our sell-through rate guides have. Simply a growth opportunity score. And if you look at the information over it, it says this score represents how easily we think you can sell more of an item within a category on eBay. We look at recent solds and compare them to the current inventory and predicted demand. So obviously supply versus demand. Number one, without going any further, everyone knows it's Bath & Body Works, a 54 gross score. Now, what I find after some of my own research is that being a 54, you see how it's blue, and then down in the 30s, they go to yellow. Blue means it's a pretty good growth opportunity score. It's not amazing, but it's good. There's going to be some that'll be in the 60s and 70s and other categories that mean they sell super fast. Bath & Body Works will sell pretty fast, but not like right out the door. Some of it will. Victoria's Secret, number 2, probably no surprise there. Philosophy, I don't know a lot about Philosophy. I've heard of it. I've seen it. I didn't know it sold that fast. But then we have the main ones, Estee Lauder, Lancome, Dior, Burberry, Chanel, Coach, and The Body Shop. All ones that you would expect to see here. Now, I think the reason that Dior, Burberry, Chanel, and Coach are 7, 8, 9, and down near the bottom with 38, 39, because they just don't sell quite as fast because the real stuff is pretty pricey and not as many people can afford it as Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret, Estee Lauder, stuff like that. So that's how you will see that. Now you can also change things like formulation, gender, size type, scents. Look, under scents, you can see vanilla, the number 1 scent. Probably not surprising. Coconut, lemon, citrus, chocolate, floral, jasmine, shea butter, pear, and raspberry. So this will give you another idea like, oh, I found a bunch of vanillas. They sell really good. Top combinations. Bath & Body Works coconut is the number 1 selling Bath & Body Works item on all of eBay, and it has a $28.71 average sell price. Now, you will have to see what sizes. Remember, there's 9 ounce, 12 ounce, 15 ounce, so that could be for a bigger size. Also, Bath & Body Works citrus and Victoria's Secret vanilla, the next 2 in line for top. So you come back to brand, and this, of course, is just showing the top 10. As we scroll down, you can find out any item's score simply by finding it on the list and clicking it. Let's say you want to know Britney Spears's fragrances, what hers sell like. So we come down here, we can go to her scents, which they may or may not have. You have to fill out 2 of these in order to get an average sale price. So let's go with size type, which it's not letting me select. Formulation, her lotions. Doesn't come up with a price. Gender, woman's. No price. So they don't have a good gauge for Britney Spears stuff here. So we can clear out lotion, we can clear out women's, we can clear out Britney Spears. Let's go to Calvin Klein. Let's see if they have something with Calvin Klein. Lotions, women's. There you go. Average Calvin Klein lotions, $11.79. So some of them will have it and some of them won't. You'll have to play around with that a little bit. Let's go to a second category, which is golf clubs. And as you would expect, during the spring and summer months, golf clubs are at the height. This is golf season. Winter, January, December, November, they're at the bottom. Obvious reasons. Here's another good gauge. 12% of all golf clubs under $20, 52% of golf clubs between 20 and 100, and 34% between 100 and 500. And then you have 2% that are over 500. Somebody please tell me which ones those are. But that gives you a good gauge that your average sale prices on golf clubs should be $30, $40, $50, $60 pretty easily, which can tell you that golf clubs are a good market. If you can pick them up at yard sales or other places for $2, $3, $4, you can do pretty good. Over half of them over $20 to $30. And this is used. If you switch it to new, you find 50% over in that 100 market. But let's go back to used, and let's scroll down. Scotty Cameron, PXG, Callaway, Odyssey, Ping, TaylorMade. Is it Bettinardi? I think is how you say it. Nike, Titleist, and Seymour. So obviously the 4 that we would expect to be up here, Callaway, Odyssey, Ping, and TaylorMade, all 4 at the top. Nike and Titleist. Titleist has fell off. Nike is a good brand, of course, but they've never been as well made as like Callaway and TaylorMade. Ping, still pretty good. I'm not familiar with Scotty Cameron. PXG I've heard of, but these are the 4 that you would expect to be at the top. Callaway, Odyssey, Ping, and TaylorMade. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nike and 8, and Titleist and 9. PXG and 2. I think they're higher quality. I think they are. So you could come down here again and select any one of the ones that you want to see, and you would be able to tell their scores and average pricing. So if we go, let's just take For example, let's take that Ping, which have always been good clubs, and select Ping. Their gross score 68, same as you would see up here at the top, 68 in 5th place. You can go to model and you can select any of their models. You can select club type. Let's see the Ping drivers, because Ping makes some pretty good drivers. The average used Ping driver is $150.88 with a 70 opportunity score. That's incredible. Now, obviously, if you knew the shaft material, like let's say you had a graphite one, well, that drops it to $149. But let's change out the graphite and look at titanium. So the titanium ones drop to $35.89 as an average sales price. So obviously graphite better than titanium. You could check the steel price, which is probably going to be in the high 70. Yeah, there you go, 71.83. It'll be in the middle of those two. It's a little bit better than titanium, but less than graphite. You could do the graphite and steel, $57.49. So of course the mix not quite as good. And finally the wood, $183, but no growth opportunities there. So you can check all these different categories, subcategories, and get an idea. Now, obviously, take this with a grain of salt for pricing, because if you have something unique or good, it could be way more than this price, and if you have something crappy, it could be less than this price. Always look up your solds. Let's look at a couple of the categories that many of you will want to see, and then we will show you the final say on this. So used jeans, this is, I believe this is men's. So this is going to be Rock Revival, Buckle, Cinch, Levi, Lucky Brand, Carhartt, American Eagle, True Religion, 7 for All Mankind, and Adriano Goldschmidt. All these top 10 brands for men's jeans. Obviously no surprise right there. All right, scrolling down, we can see what some of these are selling for. Let's do 7 for All Mankind because they're in 9th place. It's not bad. And you can go to, on clothing, you can go to sizes. So let's say we're going to do like a size 32, 34. Let's do 34. That's about an average guy. $27.03. Now this price does include the shipping cost. Remember, this is all in. Fixed price listings only. We show the average sold price when you choose at least 2 specific items. Okay, so $27.03. Let's clear that. Let's look at a bigger size 38 for men's. $27.61. So they don't change too much. 38 isn't really a big guy. That's starting to get bigger. Size 40 is pretty big. $28.10. So still right there in that that $27, $28 range. So inseams, you can look if it's like a 38. 38. They don't even come up with anything once you choose the inseam. So you have to just have the bottom size. Men's a little different than women's. All right, let's keep going. Casual button-down shirts. Again, April, May, June, and July, the top of the mark, May and June. As you go down, they lose a little steam, and then they come back up during the December season, and then they're, of course, down here at the bottom in January and February. Number 1 shirts, Travis Mathew, Untuck It, Lacoste, Under Armour, Vineyard Vines, Cole, Patagonia, Harley, Southern Tide, and Rain Spooner. Robert Graham, not even on the list. Rain Spooner number 10 is at a 62, but you guys can see these are much higher in the 60s than we saw with that Bath & Body stuff. So let's go down here to ours. Let's just do it since I love them. Robert Graham shirts. My guess is they're going to be in the 50s somewhere. It's still a good selling shirt, but it has dropped off a little bit. There you go, a 60 score, so just under. It's probably in the top 15. Size, men's, we'll just do mine, extra large. $38.10 is the average sale price for a Robert Graham extra large shirt. If you do long sleeve, it's going to go up to $39.67 because some of the short sleeves don't do quite as well. So there you go. They have button fronts, Hawaiian polos. Most of them are going to be button fronts. Probably won't move. Yeah, $39.83. All right, women's dresses used. Peak season, spring, of course, April, May, June. They come all the way down. I'm surprised they're so low in December. I would think that most of the dresses do well during the holidays, but definitely not this year. 60% of all dresses under $20, 36% between $20 and $100. LuLaRoe, still the number 1 sell-through rate dress selling item on eBay. All of those people that are like, I don't touch LuLaRoe with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, some of it is garbage and you don't touch it, but you know what? A lot of LuLaRoe dresses still sell, and there's so much of it that I think we looked it up, and there was like 120,000 pieces of LuLaRoe sell every 90 days. It's something like 1,500 a day. It's crazy how many pieces sell every day. Athleta, Fresh Produce, Lily Pulitzer, Torrid, J. Jill, Patagonia, Prana, Eileen Fisher, and Bowden. So 4 of these are no surprise at all. Lily Pulitzer, Torrid, especially in their plus size, J. Jill, and Eileen Fisher, all for sure. Patagonia dresses I don't see ever. They're more outdoor wear, so kind of surprised there. Athleta, same. I see a lot of athletic wear, but the LuLaRoe dresses being number 1, not surprising to me. I see it in the group all the time. Everyone dogs them. LuLaRoe stuff still sells if it's cute and if it's the right sizes and right combinations. There is some stuff you'll never give away, but there is some that sell really good, so keep your eye open. And people just want to get rid of it right now. So if we head down to LuLaRoe, actually on the list, we can scroll down, click on wherever it's at. Let's see. God, there's a lot of women's brands. LuLaRoe, apply that, and then go to dress length. Let's go to long dress. I don't know. Let's pick one. Look, $27.67. Long LuLaRoe dresses selling for $27.67. Even if you do like short ones, $21. So anywhere from the mid-20s, low 20s to mid-20s on LuLaRoe stuff. Pretty interesting. I bet you guys didn't know that. Some of you will. Jeans, again, women's jeans. If I select used, Rock Revival, Mother, Rag & Bone, Miss Me, Torrid, Miss Me still number 4. NYDJ, Not Your Daughters, American Eagle, Madewell, Lane Bryant plus size do well, and then Wrangler. So all 55 to 61, and then you can do your own research down there. We move over to used women's tops, Eileen Fisher, Torrid, Flax, J. Jill, Johnny Was. Surprised that's not a little higher, actually. But look, all in the 70s growth opportunity score. Lily, Catherine, Soft Surroundings, Lori Goldstein, and Simply Southern, which sells really well. In fact, some of my wholesale boxes, I put quite a few Simply Southerns between those. Boots, used, obviously top of the mark, November, December, January. Harley boots, Doc Martens, Justin boots, Fry boots, Lucchese, their cowboy, cowgirl boots, Merrill, Keen, and Coral boots, lots of brands you guys know. Flats, Toms, Tory Burch, Crocs, J. Crew, Coach, Birkenstock, all in the 60s to 70s. Top of the mark during the spring and again during the middle of fall, October time. Heels for women, all over the place, but Toms, Tory Burch, Christian Louboutin, Michael Kors, Crocs, Kate Spade, Dansko, Manolo Blanc, Fly London, and Coach. Those are in the high 60s to 70s, so if you get heels, they sell fast. Look, majority of them sell between 20 and 100. Some of them under $20, but a lot of them between 20 and 100 or 100 and 500. 55%, more than half at the 20 plus. And then finally sandals, which again are the biggest in summer. Exactly a split, almost 50-50 between less than 20, over 20. Birkenstock, Keen here again, Dansko, Tory Burch, Clarks and Crocs, and then Vionic, which I've seen recently, all 70s through 80. This is why Birkenstock, Dansko, Tory Burch, Clarks, Crocs all sell so well, because their growth opportunity scores are so high, and that just goes to show how quickly a lot of these items sell. And that's why any of you that get Dansko, Birkenstock, Tory, you guys have got them and they're gone in like days of listing them. So if you go down to like B and we look at, for example, Birkenstock here, we're just going to select it. We'll hit go, and then we'll just do style clog sandals, I guess is one we'll start with. Average selling used price, almost $37 on the clog sandals. If you go to flat sandals, they're probably a little more. Yeah, $44.76. So that goes to show you why this stuff is so popular. So the point of this is that you need to go through these and kind of make mental notes or paper electronic notes of what brands and combinations and seasons this stuff sells best. Now, I sell stuff all season long no matter what, but you'll know the best time to get the most money, because if stuff is flying off the shelves during the summer, you know you can up the prices depending on what season that particular item sells the best. So this tool for me is invaluable. It's research, sourcing guidance, and then obviously choose your category and brand, etc. This one is clothing, shoes and accessories, women's shoes, sandals. And you could literally take screenshots or make a spreadsheet of this yourself. Now, we don't use this for our sell-through rate spreadsheet. We did that ourselves manually, but this goes right in line with what we came up with on the spreadsheet. If you compare these with most of the ones on our spreadsheet, you'll see that it's equivalent to the ones we do fast, medium, or slow, will line up with how fast these growth opportunity scores are. So our Birkenstocks show a very fast sell-through rate on our sheet, and of course here they are at a 78. Same with our Danskos and our Tory Burches. Our Clarks, everything lines up almost right on with this. A few of them are a little different, but it changes from day to day, of course. So if you're interested in that sheet, it's linked below. It's $29.99 for the entire sheet, and you get some bonus Bolo products from me and a plush guide from Keith and Star. So I'll link that below, and if you need any other help, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments or email me rockstarflipper@gmail.com. As always, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.